Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all my crypto nerd friends. In case you haven't caught on yet, you're a day late and an algo short because this is yesterday's Algorand news. My name is Monty Allen and I am your crypto nerd. If you'd like to be featured on here or just give me some hot algo tips, hashtag Algo News is what I want you to use. Hashtag Algo News. You can find me on Twitter. I'm there. I'm poking around. I'm doing the Twitter thing. I might have a fleet or two out there. Let's jump into the news about Algorand. So first up today, we've got my friend Alexander Trifonis. Alex, I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. Is it Trifonis? Trifonis? Anyway, Alex quit his job 2 months ago, and he has gone all in on Algodex. So, Algodex, you've got to go check this out. Go ahead, I'll link it in the description below. It is algodex.com. You can check out his About page. But basically, he's got a couple of people working on this full-time, basically for free. And you have to go see this because he's putting together a decentralized exchange from scratch. He thought it was a good idea. He saw a need, and he decided, hey, you know what? I have the skills needed to fill this need. So check him out. He's at A3 Voices. You can go check him out. He's also on, I think it's the Algodex official Twitter page. I'll post that down below as well. And check out what he's done so far. I mean, this is the epitome of what we're looking for in the decentralized exchange. Can you make market and limit orders? Yes, you can. You got limit orders, so you can rest assured your trade will only occur at the price you set. This is crucial. In fact, I just ran into this issue this morning, right? I do a little dabbling on like a Coinbase. Not my full bag, but occasionally I'm on Coinbase, but I got to watch it like a hawk because I don't have the limit orders in there. So you can also trade all of the ASAs. If it's on the Algo blockchain, it's gonna be there. So you're Yieldly, check. You wanna trade some fame? Check. Right? So it's got everything that you got on there. Frida, if you're watching, we got you covered on there, right? The ASAs are gonna be on there. So it's all covered, everything that you want. You got your Spud coins, all those knockoffs that kind of have come along, the ASAs, and there's gonna be a lot more as the Algo community grows. Not only that, but he's got NFTs coming. And you know I love my NFTs. I just bought one yesterday, and it was Star Wars themed. I love a good Star Wars theme. This guy's coming out in Q3, but I couldn't resist. Help me, Algodex. You're my only hope. So thank you to Daisy, if you do, for posting this. I love just dropping in something Star Wars every day. So there you go. I couldn't help myself. So go check out Algodex and help me, Algodex. You're my only hope. All right, next up. I couldn't go a day without talking about what happened yesterday's in Yieldly, right? So yesterday's Yieldly bridge went live. And in case you're not familiar with this, the Yieldly bridge combined or cross-platformed through Ethereum and really just opened up the ETH users to what's available in the Algo ecosystem. It made it easy for Ethereum users actually to move over and get just a little sampling of what the Algorand blockchain is providing. So it opened up the bridge there. There's a lot of activity, and there's a lot more to come. It was successful by all means, and it looks like there's more to come. Now, also, in the Yieldly ecosystem, of course, we've got the Yieldly lottery. So somebody won that yesterday as well. So I think it was something along the lines of like 14,000 algos. I think that was their officially round one. I think they had an opening before, but it wasn't quite, didn't have like the standardized rules yet. But somebody won a little over 14,000 algo. So that's nice. So I see what Yieldly is doing. So they're attracting users. They're attracting all the Algo users out there, all the hodlers, all the Algo hodlers, Algonauts have all been attracted to Yieldly. So Yieldly's now on our radar, and now they're opening up the bridges. So they got our attention. Hey, you want some free Algo? All right, now you have our attention. Now what they're really looking for is the bridge. And I think that's awesome. So smart move on their part, getting our attention, and then putting together the bridge. Now, let's talk continued about DeFi, and here's where I want to talk about following the money. Yesterday, we followed some money. Today, we're going to follow some more. So we're going to talk about Ninos here. So Ninos Mansour posts this. So just in my opinion, Algo DeFi is the most overlooked theme in all of DeFi. Once the basic primitives and UI come together, user interface, it is going to give the market everything it wanted out of fast DeFi, in quotations, with none of the trade-offs all at layer one. Now, the trade-offs he's talking about here are security, scalability, and how quickly it can move, right? So it's cheap, it's fast, and it can get big. So all of those things can happen on DeFi at layer 1. Now, if you're at layer 2, you risk maybe some security issues. It may not, be all together there, but layer 1 is 100% secure, and we've got the added efficiencies from Algo of being super fast and super cheap, which is not always the case with, let's say, like an ETH, right? ETH is not the cheapest in the market. Why is everybody working the DeFi with ETH when the costs are pretty high? Now, Ninos knows what he's talking about. So, who is Ninos? Why should we follow him? Monty, what's the deal? Well, he's a partner at Arrington XRP Cap. That's right, he's got XRP in the name. XRP, did some great things, and Algo is kind of, they're like friendly competition in some cases. But Brad Garlinghouse, Sean Ford, they're all playing in the same pool right there. There's pictures of them out there, like rising tides float all ships, right? So all of these guys want each other to be successful, and I think Algo is in a strong position right now. It's not always the first mover that gets where we're going, as I've said this before. Sometimes it's just someone who comes along and improves, aka solves the trilemma. Now, Arrington and Algorand. So the reason Ninos might be a little biased is because he's got a cool $100 million fund invested in Algo. But it's important that these folks who are believers and have the funds, right? You and I may have a little bit of money, but we don't have $100 million just sitting in our back pocket, right? So, but Ninos believes in the project and says, hey, where can I put my money? Where can I go send my money out into the world where my money is going to go make other money? And notice I don't say dollars, I say money. Like Algo is the new money, right? So where can I send my money to make more money? And that is Algo right now. So Ninos is convinced his folks, hey, invest with me. I'm going to invest your money somewhere else. Here's what's going on. And he got together with Macaulay, Steve, Sean, Kelly, like everybody's on board. He's vetted everybody. He's looked at the technology. If it's good for him, it's got to be good for you and me, right? So these kinds of bets, when you follow the money and figure out where these growth funds are happening, this is where you're going to see exponential growth. And it doesn't happen overnight. So you and I look for this daily news, right? And the daily news might be cool. Yieldy's doing some cool things. But think about the daily news 6 months, 18 months, 24 months from now, 36 months from now, when this $100 million starts to come to fruition. What is going to happen with this $100 million? Algo funds. What other Algodex initiatives are there going to be out there that get funds? Speaking of which, Algodex should definitely get some of these funds, right? Because the guy is working nonstop. But that aside, I am so excited for what is coming next with Algorand. We've got a ton of investment that's going to produce some Algo babies out there that are going to have, some great prosperity for a lot of us. So there you have it. Yesterday's Algorand news. I am Monty Allen. I am your crypto nerd. Stay tuned for, what's next for Algo. Stay safe out there. Avoid the scams.